I want to share with you a life-changing day that I had. Was about 3.5 years ago when I was in America and I was speaking in front of 3,000 people. And in the crowd of 3,000 people, I saw a little boy with no arms and no legs and a little foot like me. And I looked at him and I'm like, wow. The father brought him up on stage, and in front of 3,000 people, you could hear a pin drop. I mean, you couldn't even hear anyone breathing. Why? Because it was a miracle. It was an absolute miracle. Let me tell you why. There were many times in my life where I wished that I would meet somebody like me. Well, I never got that miracle, but I was that miracle for this child. I cannot tell you how it felt for me to roll around on the floor with him, and him tickling me with his foot, and I'm tickling him with mine. And that week that we met, my parents actually flew from Australia to come and visit this child and his parents. That week, his doctors told his parents that he is too young to drive a wheelchair. And I told them he's not too young. He's 2.5 years old. He's 19 months old. He can do it, no problem. So not only did I have my wheelchair there, but to actually control my electronic wheelchair, the joystick obviously is on the left side for my left foot. Well, this little boy, Daniel, also had a left foot. Not a right foot, but a left foot. I don't believe in luck, chance, or coincidence. And so what happened was this: we put him in my wheelchair, and within 5 minutes he could control my entire wheelchair on his own. It was a miracle. You know, the doctors told his parents that he was not going to walk, just like my doctors told my parents that I'm not going to walk. But now guess what? My parents actually know more than their doctors, because they actually lived through it. Now that is amazing. You know, can you imagine my mom and dad when I was a child? I'm sure they would have wished again and again that they would meet some parents who maybe have a child with no arms and no legs. They never got that miracle, but they were the miracle for somebody else. Let me tell you something. I am so thankful that I was created without arms and legs, if it was only for one soul to benefit. Forget about the 1,500 speaking engagements that I've had across 28 countries. The opportunities that I've had to speak to presidents and Congress and Senate and House of Representatives, speaking to millions of people at a time on TV. Put all that aside. I know that Daniel and I are not a mistake. And you know what? He's going to go to school. He's going to get teased. He's going to feel down. He's going to feel alone. And when he feels like giving up, I can look him in the eye and say, Daniel, everything's going to be okay. The wonderful thing about Daniel is that he was watching my videos of me swimming. And he started speaking and he said, swim like Nick, swim like Nick. And now at 3 years old, he's swimming just like me. Now his teachers know that, you know, it's okay. It's going to be okay. To me, you can't even replace, you can't even give me $100 million. $100 billion to take a magic pill for arms and legs. If it's God's will, inshallah, like you say out here, I admire your culture. I admire your commitment to your faith. Every second or third sentence is inshallah, inshallah. That's so amazing. Why? Because we know He's the one who holds everything in His hand. And so for me, if He wants to change the fact that I have no arms and legs, He can change it. Anything is possible. I've seen miracles. I've seen people out of wheelchairs start walking. I've seen blind people seeing. I've seen deaf people hear it with the power of prayer. Honestly, I saw it and I got it on camera. And whether you believe me or not, that's okay. But I want you to know that I have a pair of shoes in my closet just in case he gives me my arms and legs. But he has given me so much more than arms and legs. He has given me a healed heart. He has given me a plan, a future, and a hope. And I know that no matter what comes, nothing is too big to get through. So I was allocated some time, and my time is up to speak, but I wanted to give you an opportunity to ask questions. If you have any questions, whether it's in English or Arabic, that's fine. We have translators here. But I wanted to give you an opportunity to ask me any questions that you would have, and I will do my best to answer that. But did you enjoy it? Did you get something out of this so far? Wonderful, wonderful. So if you have a question, please put up your hand and someone will run a microphone to you, please. Thank you so much. Oh, by the way, it is such an honor to be here. Thank you so much for coming tonight. I really appreciate your welcome and your respect. I thank you for that. Yes, hello.
Hello there.
Hi.
I don't have a question, but I want to salute you. I wish I had a hat on so I can lift it for you. You said something wonderful, actually, that you have accepted the creation of God. For a lot of able people like me and others, we just don't have this, we don't have that. I mean, we don't appreciate the hands and legs we have. And I'm really inspired tonight to listen to you. Thank you.
Shukran. Habibi. Can you all say hi, Kyle?
Hi.
You know what? One of the things that I tell people is that it's okay to ask for help. You know, I believe that victory is knowing that you cannot do this in your own strength. And I always acknowledge help, whatever help it is. He's such a wonderful man and heart of a servant. He's a good man. So always acknowledge your help. Next question, please. Yeah. Hello.
First, I want to thank you for being such an inspiration for all of us. I'm sure you've heard this like a million times before, but why not make it 1 million times?
Thank you.
I just want to know if there was anyone who was an inspiration for you, like an idol or someone you were looking up to, a writer, I don't know, anyone.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you so much for your question.
One more question. Did you receive my flowers last night?
Oh, was that you?
Yeah.
Hello, how are you? I'm sorry I couldn't meet you, but I'm glad you came tonight. They're gorgeous. Thank you so much. Your name starts with A, no?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember the card, I read the card, I promise. First question, okay. There is a woman called Johnny, Joni. Then her middle name is Erickson, Eareckson. Her last name is Tada, Tada. Now, at 17 years old, she had arms and legs. And about, I think it's now 50 years ago, she's now 69 years old. 60, sorry, 59, 60, no, yeah. She's 60 years old. And when she was 17 or 18 years old, she actually dove into a lake. And it was shallow. And she hit her neck and became paralyzed from the neck down.